I don't know too many writers, although I do know a few, who they'll write a line and go, damn, I am good.
And they suck, right? They definitely
Some
suck.
of them do, but I actually know some people who are like that who are actually that good too. But that said, most writers that I know, and I relate to this myself, I don't do that. You know, it's a solitary process a little bit. You know what I mean? Is this good? Is this not good? Do I care about this character? Do I not? Is this whole thing stupid? Is it cool? I don't know. I usually get much more confident about my material once somebody else criticizes it. And they're like, you don't know what you're talking about. You know? But generally speaking, I can only speak for myself. I don't, when I write something, go, I can see this objectively and I know that this is great. I hope people will think it's good. I like to think it's good. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Who knows?
I think most good writers are pretty self-critical. I mean, I just think it's part of the process of writing is looking at your stuff and you know, not necessarily assuming that it's not good, but always assuming that maybe it could be better. I don't think any of us, you know, feel like at the end of the script that we have just written our masterpiece, because first of all, we know what it's going to go through, but you know, I just think the process of writing is a constant process of learning and rethinking, and that's not a process that necessarily lends itself to, oh my God, is this brilliant?
You have to find someone around you who you can count on to tell the truth. I think that's the most important thing. You know, all of us have agents, lawyers, some of us have wives. They all have, they're all incentivized to tell you this is fantastic. And it's more comfortable to be around you after they've given you that kind of review. But you have to find that one person who says, no, you can do better. When you please that person, then you're on the right road. For me, it's my editor. I've directed twice, both times have been edited by the same guy. His name is Jeff Ford. He's the smartest film person I've ever been around. He's the one, when everyone else is telling me this is really, really great, he's the one who says, no, this part's not functioning, and this needs to be better. And I will keep grinding until he says, yes, it's now working. Part of it, when you're first starting out, is you have to learn how to decode what people are saying to you. If you hand someone a screenplay and they say to you, I really enjoyed it, that means it sucks. And you have to know that. You're not done until people are saying, oh my God, wow, how'd you do that? Then you're kind of getting in the right ballpark. But short of that, you've got more work to do.
It's true. You definitely need somebody that you absolutely trust. Don't trust your mother, though. No. Because I made this movie once years ago, a horrible, horrible movie. And my mother said, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And she is my mother, so of course she's going to say that. Never listen to your mother.
My mom thinks all my movies, she's always telling me, almost, you know, wasn't as good as Annie Hall. You know. So, she's right, it wasn't.
His mother likes all my movies.
I like them. By the way, my friend's a really big fan of Q and It's Alive. We were talking about all your great films.
Thank you. You know, what I do is I write something, I write in long stretches, so I turn out 20, 25 pages. I don't look at it for a few days. I don't read it over. I just put it aside and don't look. And then when I look at it a few days later, I'm saying, oh, who wrote this lousy scene, or this dialogue's terrible. I got to do it over again. Sure, that's okay. You got to have a little distance from what you've done. But I'd like to also to point out something you won't want to hear, and that's that Neil Simon, who's the most successful, financially adept writer of our time, his first play, Come Blow Your Horn, he rewrote it 22 times. And not part of it. In his book, he says he took the thing, put it in the drawer, locked the drawer, and wrote the whole script over again from page 1 on. And he did this throughout his entire career with all of his plays, 10 times, 15 times, writing it from scratch over again. And every time he wrote it, it would be better. So now I can't imagine telling anybody after they finish writing a script that they should put it in the drawer and write it all over again. But you know something? It's going to be a lot better the second time you write it or the third time you write it. And nobody's telling you and giving you any notes. You're doing it yourself. But to get anybody to have the discipline that Neil Simon had, I guess he deserves all the money he's made, because I never heard of such discipline.
Yeah, I wouldn't aspire to it. That's too hard.
I know, it's too hard.
You know what? Get a writing partner. That's easier.
You know, I had some people who were writing a script and they accidentally erased the entire script in the computer. And two girls, and they came downstairs crying. I thought their mother died. And we just erased the entire script. I said, I'm going to take you out to dinner, and then we're going to come back, and you're going to go upstairs and write the whole script over again, because you know everything that happens. And they came back and they worked till about 6 o'clock the next morning, and they rewrote the entire script in one night, because they knew every scene and every character, and they knew what was happening. But it was much better script than when they erased it. So it can be done, but you just have to be able to do it, that's all.